Kurt Kaz got a knife pulled on him.
Oh yeah, I have had a couple of knives pulled on me actually, especially in Colombia. Actually, only in Colombia. I've had like 2-3 guys try to pull out knives. I had one guy pull out an actual knife, like a hook knife, and then another guy in Carte. Let me explain that one first. Just jump in the gun.
I don't think I know about this hook one.
No?
No.
So I was walking in Medellin. The first day I arrived in Medellin, some guy was selling candies. I was with my friend, and the guy asked us, "Hey man, please buy a candy." And we said, "No, thanks, we gotta go." And we left, and he said, "Hey, gringo!" And he shouted something at us. I couldn't speak good Spanish at the time. And he was like, "Gringo!" We were like, "What?" He's like, "Buy the candy." And my friend was like, "Hey, let's get some respect." Literally 5 seconds later, the guy rocks up next to us with a hooked knife, like this big. No, like this big, but it was hooked, bent like this. And he's shaking. He's looking at us. He's like, "Oh, you don't know who I am. Blah, 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 blah. Fucking gringos. This is Colombia. I'm from Venezuela," or some shit like that. I'm gonna, whatever, saying a whole bunch of stuff in Spanish. And my friend wanted to fight him. And I was like to my friend, "No, let's just keep on going." And yeah, that was the first time somebody tried something with us. Actually, I've had a knife pulled on me before in France, but that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
This is no. And then in Cartagena, this was before actually, so we're mixing back. Another guy tried to pull a knife on me, and yeah, I've had a few people try with knives, but they never pull through.
So that's the thing. People always, how is Kurt Kaz not dead yet? How has Kurt Kaz not been robbed? How has Kurt Kaz not been taken by the cartel? But you're not just running around like an idiot. You have sense about you, what's happening behind you and around you.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff you do is actually super dangerous. It just is. There's no getting away from it. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, there's a risk involved in all the videos, hey. Even just walking down the streets in some little village to go film a market video in South America is a risk. So people are like, "Why don't you just go film market videos? Why don't you just go and film this video walking down the street? We're happy with that." No, there's a risk in everything you do in Latin America, especially with a camera. And as a foreigner, you're just a target, and anything can happen at any time. And yeah, doing these dangerous things, of course, is dangerous. But you know, I say, and I truly believe it's from growing up in South Africa.
Definitely.
We were born and raised in an environment where you're living with your head on a swivel. What the fuck was that noise? Anyways, you're living with your head on a swivel, and you just have to be ready all the time. You have 2 eyes on the back of your head, because it's such a dangerous environment. And yeah, you just have to be ready all the time. And it's the same, like when I go out, I know how to deal with these type of people. I'm already 2 steps ahead of these type of people. You know, like if I put myself in a dodgy situation with a group of guys that could be gangsters or drug dealers, and I'm hanging out with them on camera or off camera, I'm having a drink with them or whatever, and I suss the situation out. I feel the situation out. You know, I'm thinking, okay, what are they thinking now? I'm seeing myself from the third perspective. What are they thinking now? I've already planned everything 2 steps ahead. They're gonna probably ask me for money in the next couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna say, "Oh no, this, or I'm gonna do this. Or if they try to do this, then I'm gonna do this." So yeah, I don't know, it's just, I think it's built in me to be super self-aware first, and be aware of my surroundings, and just know, and kind of, it's like you're reading people. I feel my biggest skill in life is reading people. That's why that's why I've gained the popularity that I have with this, is because I have a skill with reading people. You know, just like the body language and stuff like that, whatever.
This is the weirdest podcast ever.
Well, they can just do it. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, I'm not bothered if you don't like it. It's literally the title of the podcast, Not Bothered.